So now that we know the power of the chain rule, right? Now that we know what the chain rule is, we're going to do some derivatives as it pertains to exponential functions. Um, the good thing about exponential functions is that they're not as difficult, right? Um, right, it makes your life much more easier. So the rule says the derivative of e to the u is actually e to the u multiplied by u prime. So that means all you do is just write that same function and then multiply that by the derivative of what the e is being raised to. So let's look at some examples. So for the first one, well, y prime is going to be, well, this is e to the u, so I'm going to rewrite e to the 2x plus sine of x. Right, and I'm going to simply, all I'm going to do is now multiply by the derivative of u. Right, so the derivative of 2x is just 2 plus the derivative of sine of x is just cosine of x. Right, so this will be my answer. If you want to put this in front, feel free to do so. Right. Right, I would put it in front, but I'm running out of space. Or actually, you know what? I could do it, right? Y prime is equal to 2 plus cosine of x multiplied by e to the 2x plus sine of x. And doing it this way, just make sure stuff looks prettier. I don't know, but that's just me. How about this one? Y is equal to e to the 3x. So again, all right, y prime is equal to 3x, e to the 3x multiplied by the derivative of 3x, right? Which will be our u. So the derivative of 3x is just 3, right? And then just to make things a little bit look a little bit more prettier, I'm just gonna put my 3, multiply my 3 in front. All right, so this now become 3e to the 3x, and this will be my answer. All right. How about this one? Y is equal to e to the pi. All right. Derivative of this is 0. Why? Alright. Derivative of this is not pi e to the pi minus 1. The reason being is that pi is a constant. Pi is some number 3.14. E is also a number, which is like 2 point something something. We don't care. And what happened is that it's just a number. And so the derivative of a number is just 0. Right. So a couple of things I want to point out because it's a little bit tricky, right? E raised to some number, e raised to pi, the derivative of that is 0. Pi raised to e, the derivative of that is also 0, right? X raised to the e, that's a different story because x is a variable. So this will be ex e minus 1, right? It's the same thing we know with, x to pi, right? This derivative is also pi x to the pi minus 1. So there's a difference here, right? Because we do not know what x is, we have to bring down that e. X is a number, but we don't know what it is, right? Right. So just make sure you know the difference between these four here. Very tricky, and sometimes students make mistakes. Because I did. I usually make mistakes. Don't even get me started, right? And so know the difference between that. And it doesn't even have to be x. It could be t. It could be v. It could be h. We know calculus people. They use a lot of that stuff. So let's make sure you know the difference. How about this one? Y is equal to e to the negative 2x. Well, again, y prime is going to be equal to e to the negative 2x multiplied by the derivative of the inside, which will just be negative 2. And so y prime will be negative 2e